So I'm out for a little walk and I realized that I wanted to put together a little video to talk about a couple things actually. So there are lots of nutritional theories out there and they're all very confusing. And trust me when I say I've read up on like all of them, if not all of them, pretty close. But from a nutritional standpoint, it's very easy to get derailed and get confused and get lost in seeing all of the different diets, fads, ways of eating, all of that stuff. It's confusing. And it's confusing because we often don't realize that something might work for us really well, or it might not. And how shitty is that, right? How shitty is that you don't know for a fact that following this XYZ plan is going to work for you 100%. And there will be, there's registered dietitians and nutritionists and doctors that specialize in weight loss. There's doctors that specialize in health and inflammation. There's holistic doctors and experts. There's all kinds of stuff. Being healthy and fit is a decision and is a because it's in your mindset, being, feeling that way first, and following the nutritional advice of somebody that knows what they're doing is always very important. But at the same time, it's hard to know who's right. And the shitty answer to that question, that burning question, is that nobody's right and everybody's right. Aren't you glad to hear that? If you're still with me, if you're still watching, I have been phasing my body and I've been doing lots of different things over the past 5 years. I got to a point where I was very comfortable with how I wanted to look and maintain. I dropped a significant amount of body fat and dropped about 10 to 15 pounds overall. And then I would get down and I'm like, okay, my next goal is another 10 pounds down because I want to get back to my college weight. Yeah, I know, I'm almost 41, but I want to get back down to my college weight, and I want to get down to, what I was before kids and before stress and before a desk job and all that stuff. And there's a lot of research that goes into what your body has considered or determined its set point or settling point, depending on what you read and who you talk to. But basically, your body has a set point of homeostasis where it likes to be. And so you could lose a lot of weight doing a fad diet or restricting a food group or restricting calories or exercising more. And then what happens as soon as you stop doing that, you gain the weight back or you gain more back. And it's because your body has created a sense of homeostasis at that point. And as we age, that homeostasis point tends to increase a little bit. So that weight level that I was in college is not the same because it's 20 years later now. And so 10 pounds over 20 years is not a huge amount of weight, but at the same time, I don't feel 100% comfortable with it, even though I'm healthy, even though my blood levels and blood work is all excellent. I am not on any medications, and I'm not suffering from any abnormal diseases or anything like that. I am a very healthy person. I just want to be a little bit leaner, and I want to drop a little bit of body fat. And my reason for doing that is just because that makes me feel healthier. So that's one of the things that when you're struggling with determining your set point, can be a little bit difficult, because your set point might be just where you are and you want to lose that extra 10 pounds, or even if it's just 5 pounds, you might be at your set point. So that might be why you can't lose those 5 pounds or 10 pounds. So I just want to encourage all of you to really evaluate the rest of the factors besides the number on the scale, besides even your body fat level. If your body fat level and your BMI are low or within a healthy range, then chances are you have to do a little bit more in order to decrease that body fat. And when I say more, I don't even mean more exercise or cutting out food groups, because sometimes cutting out those food groups can have a detrimental effect. So think about things like, intermittent fasting. That's not extreme, it's still eating, it's just eating in a lesser window. Think about things like, making sure you're getting your healthy proteins, eliminating, if you have a lot of sugar in your diet right now, eliminating processed sugars and reducing your refined carbohydrates. So those are some steps that you can take. Increasing your water is a big one. I already drink a gallon of water a day, but when I was competing for the classic, the bikini competition I did over the summer, I was up to 2 gallons of water a day, and that helped me lose a lot of weight. So just some stuff to think about, and I hope this helps you. If you need any additional help or any ideas you want to bounce off of me, let me know.